All right, let's get this going. Daily chart SP 500. We'll do the SP 500 first and the trade of the day for all those microwave people that need to have things now, now, now. We gotta satisfy the people, man, Gotta satisfy all those people that live in the big cities. They're always in a rush. You ever notice that? Some of you people probably don't know what I'm talking about. But I know because I've done both. I lived in big city, 35 years. Everything's always in a hurry. You get up in the morning in a hurry. You eat breakfast, if you even eat breakfast at all, in a hurry. You drive to work in a hurry. And I do mean in a hurry. And everybody else around you, on the road especially, they're doing the same thing. Everybody's in a hurry. People are honking, beeping, watch out, you're in my way. Usually the attitude is, everybody else around me is the problem, but I'm not the problem. I know because I used to be that way. Everybody around me is the problem, but it's not me. You're all in my damn way. Get out of the way. I got to get to work. And then when I do get to work, I work really fast because my boss and the whole company that I'm working for expects you to be, fast is paramount. Even if you have to jeopardize quality, it's okay. Just get it done fast because everybody knows fast is the most important thing. Fast, fast, fast. Okay, whether that's service-oriented or product-oriented, we've got to get this shit done. Oh my gosh, I swore, that's bad. We got to get this stuff done. Fast, 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 baby. Go as fast as you can. And in my industry that I was in, software development, fast was paramount. If you screwed it up and the quality was bad, don't worry about it. We can circle back around and fix it later. Okay, that's not exactly true, but it's kind of true. All right? It's like that. That's how the world is all the time. Always. And then when you're done with work, well, first of all, let's talk about lunch. When you go to lunch, you got to eat fast, damn it, because we got to get back to work. We can't be late. We got to be back early. They're expecting there's a meeting at 2. Oh my gosh, a meeting at 2. We may not make it. Okay. And then when you're done with work, you got to hurry up because you got to pick up the kids. I don't know, go to soccer practice, whatever, go pick up the laundry, dry cleaning, whatever you're doing. And then the wife is, or the husband, depending on who's the nanny in the relationship, is texting you and demanding 50 things at once. All right. So you're doing the same thing you did in the morning. You're just doing the opposite direction, driving like a madman to get home. Of course, you're trying to find some moment of like letting out the stress, but you can't do it because the jackwad in front of you has just brake checked you and you almost slammed into the guardrail. Honk, honk, honk. Okay. I worked in one of the biggest cities, Miami. I'll tell you, this happened to me more than once. Literally, the bumper would be on my bumper. Now, I mean it, touching my car. Yes, touching the car. What are you going to do? If it isn't being damaged, you just move on. You can't pull over every time someone does something stupid and get the police because guess what? I got to get to work. Go, 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 baby. Plus, I drove a beater most of the time, so I didn't care. Yeah, that's how bad it can get. Then you get home, get a rush to make dinner or pick up dinner for fast food, which the high quality food coming from fast food is always the best. Yeah. And then guess what? When you're done doing the food thing, you got to hurry up and watch your favorite program if you're lucky. Of course, nowadays people just sit on their stupid phones in their face and swipey and use their fingers to do odd things with this device, and they become slaves to their phones. And then if you're really, really lucky, you'll have really fast sex, like super fast, especially if you're a guy. You got to get it done quick, baby, because I got to get my fix now. The woman's probably left wanting, and she'll take care of the rest in the shower. Oh my gosh, did I just say that out loud? Oh, secrets have been revealed here. Right. So everything is fast. Now, when I left the big city and I came to rural Texas, it took me literally a year to decompress. And now I don't live that fast life anymore. And looking back, I realized how toxic all of it really was. And when I go to big cities, I'm reminded how horrible it is. And I'm definitely reminded to never move back there. All right, let's get going on the video. It was a small green day. I suspect we're going to do this. I suspect we're not done. This is going to come down. Okay. Might come down, bouncy bounce, and one last big dive. Maybe something like that. Maybe it takes all-time highs and dives. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it just says, you know what? I can't get it going, and then dive. Okay. Market's still super bullish. Hasn't crossed over yet. So don't count your chickens for the hatch, as they say. But it looks like there might be a small pullback here. All right, let's look at the trade of the day. Because remember, we got to satisfy those people that are in a hurry, who are right now hyperventilating watching this video. Let's do it. Wow, what a choppy day for most of the 24-hour period. From there to there, El Chapo. But we can see the trade of the day right there. Going to check the 15-minute chart. We'll come back because clearly on the 5-minute chart, we know where the trade of the day is. Check the 15-minute chart. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, we're looking at yesterday. We don't want to do that. Okay, not really good there. We'll look at the 1-hour chart. I don't think there's anything on it, but we'll look. Okay, so back to the 5-minute chart. This is how we do it, guys. We look at all 3 charts. Guys and gals. The women are still scratching their head about that. They had to finish off in the shower. Some women are scratching their heads. What's he talking about? I don't do that. Sure you don't. All right. Should be clear what the trade of the day is, right? Bingo. Right there. Big old trade of the day. Happened at 8:40 this morning. There it is. 8:40 trade of the day. Now, the market's been very choppy here today because the market's in that indecision. This is typical of choppy days where the market's trying to decide which way to go, okay? But there's your trade of the day right there. And it really stands out too because you can see how deep the SMI went. Okay, the MACD crossed over here about 9:15, whatever it was. And even if you waited till here, which is fine when the MACD crossed over, to the moon, baby, to the moon. And I would say safely you could trade from about 57.45 up to about 57.65, 20 points. There's your trade of the day. You know what that equates to? Divide by 2, you get 10. We're going to cross the line over here, 10. Add a couple zeros. $1,000 day. And this was kind of a smallish day. So guess what? $1,000? Happy camper. There's your trade of the day. All right. I took care of all the people who live in big cities that have to be in a hurry at life. You can go be in a hurry for the rest of your day. The rest of us are going to check out the rest of the products. Let's check out the Dow Jones Transportation. We'll look at the daily charts. Okay. Dow Jones Transportation. Alrighty, let's get rid of the Get Us Plus. We don't need that here for the daily charts. Okay, Dow Jones Transportation still trying to make its way down. It's done the zippy zoo wiggly woo here. I think it's going to do some more decline here. Probably going to come down a little bit more. Okay, we're just doing daily charts here. Let's look at the Russell 2000. The rut. Is it in a rut? Well, don't think it's done. I think we're going to get more of this. Let me get the daily chart drawing set up. Yeah, October 15th. I think we're going to see a decline here. How far down, can't say. But I think that's what's going to happen. This is not quite done. Probably going to come down a little bit more. This looks like this is trying to cross over here. So that's a little bit of red showing up right there. Just a touch of red. Yep, I think there's more to come to the downside on the Russell 2000. Give it to you straight and quick. Yeah. Some people like it straight and quick. What can I tell you? Daily. October 8th. I don't think it's done. NASDAQ. Daily. I think there's more to come to the downside. Probably going to come down in here. Don't think it's finished. Let's look at the SPX. Even though we looked at the S&P 500 futures, we're going to look at the SPX here because that's what we do. We just look at all of it. Looks like it wants to come down more too. They're all doing the same thing. I think there's more to come. Not all of their cycle lows are exactly the same, though. There's clearly something going on right there. We may have to account for this as part of the cycle low. Part of a cycle. It could be bing, bing. And maybe that right there comes into play. Let's see. How does this work out? Let's check. Is there a cycle here? Let's do it. We're going to pull from there to like right in this spot. Does it work out? Does it work out? Yeah, it kind of does. Look at this. It's a little tight. There is a cycle there. It's a little bit wiggly, but there's a cycle here. Okay, let me show you this cycle. I'll turn this into like some other color. I might keep this just for a few days and keep an eye on it. Okay, I don't really like using blue for daily, but we're gonna put blue on there. So what am I talking about? Up here, boom, there's a little pullback right here. That's, you know, take your pick. Is it the green or the blue? They're both really close here. We'll say it's fine. Here, up, down. There's clearly something right there. That's bingo bongo. And the green and the yellow are taking care of the rest. Then you get this one. Bam. So guess what? And there's even a little something right there. It ain't much, but it's there. So that blue cycle is not bad. It's within the realm of what we call variability. Okay, so guess what I'm going to do here? You all know what I'm going to do, right? Are you paying attention? October 28th. Let's duplicate. And what I'm seeing here is there's a lot of cyclicality in the same, approximately in the same area, same few weeks, okay? Within a few weeks of each other. Got to turn that blue, light blue, whatever you want to call this. So there you go, October 17th, October 28th for the SPX. Yeah, I think with this and this and this going on, there's a big mess here, okay? Big hot mess for like a month-long hot mess right in here. I think the market's going to give it up. I think we're going to begin to see degradation in the market. It's going to give it up pretty big coming down into there. That's what I think is going to happen. How big, can't say. I don't really care. As a trader, I just take advantage of the direction until it runs out of gas. I'm not an investor when it comes to these type of products. Corporate bonds, that's a different story. I'll buy and hold. But this stuff, I'm just trading it. Trader mentality. All right, let's move on to, let's look at gold. We'll look at gold. You all know, if you've been paying attention to the last couple videos, that I'm big on silver right now as far as actually acquiring silver in the hand as a hedge against a financial bomb, ticking bomb that I think we're going to have here in the United States, possibly in the world. I do believe that the economy in the United States particularly is a ticking time bomb. And I say that because the national debt is inescapable. There's no getting around it. There's no going underneath it. There's no going above it. It is huge. It's monstrous. It's unavoidable. It is going to crush the United States of America economically. So that's why I'm acquiring silver. Do I think it solves all my problems? No, I don't. I think it'll still be a really hard time. But who knows? Do I think it's possible I may have to barter in silver? You never know. Could happen. Could happen. I don't know. I'd rather be safe than sorry. All right, gold. Gold, tracking sideways. September 26th, it was kind of like right there. Happened on the 30th instead. Now it's tracking sideways. I mean, this just looks, it looks to the moon. One of my members on the Discord server said, I forget who it was it Goldman Sachs? It might have been Goldman Sachs, I think, said that they, or one of the other big brokers that does all this kind of forecasting, they said they project gold to go to 2,900 before the end of 2024. Now, do I think before the end of 2024 go 2,900? No, I don't. I think they're wrong. But I do think 2,900, and I've been saying 3,000 is going to happen. Do I think it happen in 2024? No, I don't. I don't think it's going to happen in the next 3 or 4 months. I could be wrong. You never know. Now, there's a caveat to that. The caveat is if Kamala, however the hell you pronounce her name, I don't really care if people are offended, but I don't know how to pronounce the name. I don't give a crap, okay? The Marxist left, Dinkleberry, if she gets into the White House with her George and Alex Soros backers, then gold could hit 2,900 before 2025. Yeah, then that's a bigger probability. Okay, yes, so there's a caveat there. Because there's no fooling the American people and the world at large. If they see the United States going Marxist hard left, they are going to start taking on hedge measures, okay? Meaning they're going to start acquiring gold and silver. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Okay. Guaranteed. That's almost guaranteed going to happen. But generically speaking, regardless of who gets in the White House, I do think 3,000 gold will happen. I just don't think it'll happen quite that fast. All right. Gold for now looks super bullish. We're going to wait to see how far down does this come. If it does one of these deals halfway down, almost halfway down, or does it do one of these and get way down there? If it comes way down there, we'll have to pay attention to that. But this is so bullish. The momentum is so freaking high here that I think it's going to cross over, do one of these deals, and then probably, come back up. Now, I've been saying this, I'm going to say it again. There's potential for synchronicity across all these products, indices, futures, commodities. They may synchronize. That's very common, and you could get a big dive in gold. Okay, if it doesn't do that, if the precious metals don't synchronize, like they might just like partially synchronize, right? They may not fully collapse as much, or I shouldn't say collapse, but they may not pull back as much as the indices, okay? But we have to wait to see what happens. This autumn is a big deal. The elections are a big deal in the United States. The commodities, the indices, what are they all going to do? Woo, it's all kind of spooky, Got to wait to see, okay? I think once we get clear of the elections, we'll have a clearer picture of what's happening politically in the United States. And gold and silver are going to really give us the scoop, the story. Okay, those are the ones I want to keep an eye on. For now, gold looks bullish. Let's check out silver. My favorite commodity to possess, to obtain. I'm not going to trade it, but I certainly will buy it. Silver looks strong. It's got, look at this. It looks like it wants to re-engage, like it's ready to cross over and go this way. I think silver is going to just be a monster product. It hit 333 over here. Why do I think that is? Because I think you're going to see, well, as I said before, gold is an industrial metal as well as a precious metal that's, for hedging. Okay, and so it's both. Silver. Gold is more, it is used industrially, but not nearly as much as silver. It's more a hedge against inflation. Gold is more that, okay? But silver is both. But why do I think silver is going to go up? First of all, it's going to track gold most likely. Second, silver tends to get acquired by the kind of not people who are not super wealthy, okay, but they have some cash flow. They tend to acquire silver because they can't afford gold, okay? And I think that's going to come into play here. I really do. Now, do I think it's enough to move the market? That I can't really say, but it might have a small influence here. I do think we'll see people in general worldwide that can't afford some precious metal are going to begin to acquire silver because it's the cheaper of the two, okay? And it is a hedge against inflation, and I think you're going to see that at least have some effect on silver. So don't ignore that because that's also in play here. Silver looks bullish to me. I think it's going to keep on marching one way or the other, right along with gold. Let's take a look at crude oil. The other biggie, the one that makes the world go around. Still super bearish here on momentum, but this is pretty interesting. This is re-engaged, and it only barely touched the bottom line here, the SMI. Guys and gals, when I see that, that's kind of bullish. So we're going to have to pay attention to crude oil. It could surprise us. I thought 74, 76 was kind of the limit to this. I still think it is for now. We'll watch this, but this is an interesting development that it didn't come way below this line. Okay, so we'll watch what momentum does. Looks like it's trying to head northbound here, and yeah, that SMI has a little bit of a bullish look to it. We're starting a new cycle here. Will it get to 76? We'll keep an eye on it. Overall, at least for now, even though we have this little bearish, this is going to be bullish probably for a little while here. So short term, I think it's bullish. Long term, will it gain enough steam to overcome this negative momentum? That we have to wait to see, okay? For now, I still don't think crude oil is out of the basement yet. Though short term, it could be for traders, not investors, but for traders, there could be a long side opportunity here, just maybe. Let's see. Let's go to let's go to the currencies, and we'll also look at the Japanese market. You know, I didn't look at the Japanese market, so let's look at that. And then we'll hit the currencies. Let's look at the Japanese Nike 225 futures. Tracking sideways. Looks bullish to me. It just, you know, it's above the zero line. This kind of stuff tracking sideways looks bullish. Got that bullish look to it. I think the Nike 225 is, we need a little more show here before we get to tell. So I'm not 100% sure, but it has that bullish look to it. Let's look at the Japanese yen. What is going on there? Gonna look at the E-mini Japanese yen. Oh, by the way, I mentioned this on the Discord server to the members. I think it's October 28th. It might be the 26th, somewhere right around there. CMI. If you don't know who CMI is, they're the big commodity exchange. They are releasing a micro Japanese yen. Yay, CME. Thank you, CME. And I think that's just awesome. The Japanese yen on a micro product. So we have the big contracts for the Japanese. Is it 6J? I think it is. Yeah, Japanese yen. The big contracts is 6J. 7 or J7 is the E-mini, which is the one I'm looking at here. They're both going to basically track the same. But guess what? There's probably going to be like I don't know if it's going to be an MJ7. They might do M6J, which would be very typical. See there's the micro. See it? Yeah, that's what they're going to do. It's not ready yet. There it is. I guessed it right. This is the TOS platform by the scumbags over at Schwab. Yeah, I said it. Scumbag broker stole $3,200 of my money. If you didn't watch that video like a couple months back, you should go watch it. Charles Schwab totally ham-fisted the transfer of TD Ameritrade accounts. Their balances were off. Their logic is off. It's probably still bad. Some scenarios, they don't calculate their balances right. They totally screwed up one of my positions and took $3,200 of my money. And that was the last straw for me. I just said, see ya. I don't trade with them anymore. I do have a small position, small couple corporate bonds on their at that brokerage just to keep the account open so I can use their data. Other than that, I don't touch those people with the 10-foot pole. They are total scumbags. But anyways, TOS platform here on Charles Schwab is already getting ready for the micro Japanese yen. There it is. It's going to be M6J. You heard it here first. Okay, they're also going to do the Nike 225 micro. So we know that's NKD. I don't know how they're going to do this. Is it going to be a 4-letter? I see something there. I don't know what they're going to do. How are they going to do it? I don't know what they're going to do here. Looks like that's also some type of futures. I don't know what those UK ND futures. I don't know what those are. I think that's a currency. That's a currency pair there. So I don't know how they're going to handle the micro. Okay, I don't know what they're going to do for that symbol. We'll see when it gets released later this month. But be on the lookout for that, because guess what? I've been saying this for a while. The Japanese yen is smoking hot. And I think it's a great product to trade. It's a big money maker. And I think that micro is going to be a huge success when it finally gets to trading. Okay, back here to the E-mini Japanese yen. Still trying to work its way down. Looks like it's having some problems here, guys. Yeah. That little bounce, I said, if it fails here, and it has failed, this is not good for Japanese yen. This is not a good sign. For those that like bullish activity, Japanese yen looks like it's going to give something up here. Looks like it's going to give it up. Okay, so pay attention to this. This has a chance of going negative momentum. Okay. Either way, I still think the Japanese yen is a great product to trade. We just have to trade it on the bear side if it goes down there. That's fine. We'll take advantage of it either way. Great product. Let's look at the 6E, which is the Euro futures, the Eurodollar futures. Also, not done coming down. More to go. Crossed over here. October 3rd, which is tomorrow's the cycle low. This may go a little bit longer than that. Then we'll see if it gives the bounce. For now, it's still in positive momentum. Okay, let's look at the British pound. Run a little bit past its projected cycle low. Okay. And Could be more to go here. Also very bullish on momentum. It's crossed over here. That's why we're getting a little red. But I think, just for now, we have to see what it does as it gets through this October cycle low. Okay. I think it's not done. I think there's more decline here. Okay, let's look at, I think I did look at silver, correct? Yes, I did. Okay, just making sure. All right, I looked at silver. E looks like a corn. Oh my gosh. There it is. I said corn was going to go to 440 maybe. I think it could do it. Corn's on fire. 66. Don't think it's done. I think it has a good chance to go into the 70s here on the SMI. Right now we're at 66. I think there's a little bit more in this. Be careful, October 10. Could see it could get aggressive here. But for now, corn is going to the moon. And the flood waters from Helene, I think it's pronounced, Hurricane Helene, that hit the southeast United States of America. Yeah, they could be affecting corn. Some of the crops there probably got affected, and you never know. That could be help driving up the price. Okay, corn still looks bullish to me. I think there's a little more left in this. I'd be careful about this cycle low. The price might pause up in here, but small position long for now. I think it's still a winner. Let's look at XLP. Down, down, down. XLP still not done. Trying to get down to the zero line here. Trying to get down to the zero line. It has touched the negative 40 line. It's going to go below it probably. This looks like a waterfall. Yeah, XLP is getting beat up here. October 20th cycle low. We may go negative territory here, or it does that. This says, okay, we're done. It does the bouncy. Then we'll have to see what does momentum do, okay? But for right now, this looks negative. See, the thing is, right in the middle of the cycle, very common to see price decline right in the middle of a cycle. So I would be careful here. I'm not sure I would trade this at all. We might get a bounce coming out of this middle of this cycle. Be really careful right now. Just wouldn't touch this product. It's a little bit up in the air what it's going to do. All right. I think I covered everything. Become a member, $7.99 a month. You get the S&P 500 charts. You get the gold charts, 5-minute, 15-minute, 1-hour charts. And the 1-hour charts have the 1-hour cycles on there, which are really good. So you can take advantage of that. That helps a lot of traders make some serious bank. As we saw the trade of the day on the 5-minute chart, that also is part of the streams. Okay, you can get that. You get the Get Us Plus indicator on those streaming charts streamed on the Discord server. Okay, also nightly emails go out every night, Monday through Thursday. 5 different charts on those email, plus my opinion about what I think the market's going to do the next day. There's alerts on the Discord server for each of these products, particularly for S&P 500 and for gold. Okay, so if you become a member, you can just, the way you do it is on the Discord server is you right click on the channel that you want alerts for. So let's say it's the gold alert channels, you right click on it and you just turn notifications on. It's that simple. If you want it for S&P 500, you do the same thing and you will get alerted on your Discord app. That's how it works. Super simple. Great alerts. Very powerful. All right, that's it. Happy trading, everybody. God bless everybody. Talk to all real soon again next time.